Hello, this is Mayfield, and it's great to be with you today, and I appreciate so much you being on this broadcast today. Thank you so much for tuning in. All of my videos are at rmayfield.com, or you can tune in and get them on www.rmayfield.com. I have my own website. I also do counseling over the telephone, counselorsofpeace.com and counselorsoftruth.com, and I do counseling over the telephone, and we'd be glad to visit with you if I can help you. I want to talk about Lot and Abraham. The land was hit with a famine in Palestine where Abraham moved. In a time of weakness, Abraham left Palestine and went to Egypt. This is the first mention of Egypt in the Bible. He even told Pharaoh that Sarai was his sister, and that got him into a precarious situation. In Isaiah 31:1 it says, "Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help, and trust in chariots, and look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord." Abraham should have stayed in Palestine. In Genesis 13:1, so they left Egypt and traveled north into Negev, Abraham with his wife and Lot and all they owned, for Abraham was very rich in cattle and livestock and silver and gold. Lot too was very wealthy with sheep and cattle and many servants. But the land could not support both Abraham and Lot with their flocks and herds, and there were too many animals for the available pasture, and so fights broke out between the herdsmen of Abraham and Lot. Despite the dangers they faced from all the Canaanites and all the enemies when they went into Palestine, then Abraham talked it over with Lot, and he said something like this: "The fighting between our men has got to stop." And so Abraham put out a proposal saying, "I'll tell you what I will do. Take your choice of any section of the land you want, and we will separate, and we will go our separate ways, and you can look out across and choose any way and any direction that you want to go." And so Lot took a long look at the fertile plains of the Jordan River, well watered everywhere. This was before God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, and the section was like the Garden of Eden. It was beautiful to look up on, and since it was well watered, of course Lot is going to make a choice that he wants to go over there to where the water was. And so Lot chose the Jordan Valley east of them. That's not a very good choice, because he is going to go close to Sodom and Gomorrah, and that's going to be the downfall of him and his family, and he's going to go into a place where there's very much ungodliness, and God rained fire and brimstone on that place because there's a sin. So Lot chose the Jordan Valley east of them, and thus him and Abraham, they parted company. They may have parted company, but when Lot was in trouble in Sodom, it was Abraham that prayed for him, that saved his life and got him out of Sodom. Thank God for a man that has a godly influence, a man like Abraham. Thus him and Abraham, they parted company. One sad commentary, it says in Genesis 13:12, in essence, Lot pitched his tent toward Sodom. And that is a very sad thing. He's moving into a bad part of the country. And verse 13 it says, "And the men of Sodom were very wicked and sinners before the Lord," and it uses the word exceedingly. I want to tell you what, God help us all that we're living for God. Where we live, we can be an influence wherever we live. If we live in a bad town that has wrong spirits in it, we can still live for God if we stay in the Word and if we stay in prayer. But I want to tell you what, if we get around the wrong kind of spirits like Lot, it can change our life. Lot and Abraham had a good relationship when it started out, and Abraham brought Lot with him into Palestine, but it's unfortunate they had to separate. But I want to tell you what, by the help and grace of God, Abraham was a wonderful man of God and had a wonderful influence on Lot's life. Let us be men like Abraham, even though he made a mistake going to Egypt and went back to Palestine. God still had his hand up on him, and when they separated, God said, I will be with you, and I will bless you, and I will help you. We have learned that many things today in this today, and it pays to serve God and don't get mixed up with the wrong kind of people. It pays to stay close to God. If you're lost today without God, this is a good day to get saved in Jesus' name. Give your heart to Jesus before it's too late, and God will bless you real good. This is Raymond Mayfield, and I love you very much, and I'll talk to you again real soon.